As we wait on Virginia Tech, just a couple of reminders. We'll do questions to the student athletes first, excuse them, then questions to Coach Williams. After that, just to cell phones, if you take a quick peek, make sure they're off or in mute mode. That would be fantastic. Okay, we'll welcome Virginia Tech to the dais. We have Ahmad Hill, Kerry Blackshear Jr., and Coach Buzz Williams joining us. We'll go to questions for the student athletes first, and then questions for Coach Williams after that. Just a reminder, cell phones, and we have to check those, and we've got microphones on either side. So hands for questions to the student athletes. Go on the left side, second row. Name and affiliation on the first question.
Mark Berman, the Roanoke Times. Congratulations. For the players, as Ahmed, you especially seemed very happy there at game's end. What was kind of going through your mind when you won that game to advance to the Sweet 16?
I was just thinking about all the hard work that we put in during the off season, and then all the adversity that we went through during the season with losing J-Rob and other players. And I just was excited that me and this group of guys get to play again. We didn't want it to be the last time that we was together. We feel like we're a special group, and we just want to prolong our playing time together.
For me, I just thought about all the people who's been a part of the program, people who've helped me in life, both on and off the court. This moment is like so big for us, so big for everybody in this program. I thought of Ernest, thought of Devin Wilson, thought of Coach Reynolds, thought of Bibbs, just all those people who helped us get to this point. It's been a long journey, so I'm glad to be here.
That was great. Okay, Josh, third row, left.
Josh Chuba with Associated Press. For both of you guys, what was the difference defensively in the second? You guys really seemed to lock down defensively on them in the second half. What was the difference there?
I just thought we came out with more energy. First half, I thought we played defense, but we kind of was just I think when we picked up the intensity and kind of talked to one another, we began to move better, faster, sharper mentally, and I think that was the difference.
I think Med's energy was a big start to how we started the second half. He's our engine on both ends of the floor, and I think he did a really good job of extending pressure for them. And they took a couple of tough shots to start the half, and I think that's what sparked the run, and that's how we started scoring a little bit more.
Sure. Let's go to Mark.
Kerry, you guys held them to 4 offensive rebounds. It seemed like in the second half, every time they were putting up a shot, you were holding the one shot, you guys. And what would help you guys do so well on the boards in terms of limiting them to one shot so much of the time?
Limited paint touches helped us. When they're not penetrating us and getting us in a rotation, we're able to all be in position to rebound. Our guards did a really good job of rebounding. Ty did an outstanding job, especially in the second half, just going to get on both ends of the floor. So I think just staying out of rotation helped a lot.
The back standing left.
Med, a few minutes left. You guys are clinging to, I think, a 6-point lead at the time. Inbound pass from Justin Robinson. You slipped inside Scotty James for an alley-oop layup there and got the foul, got the layup, got the free throw. How critical was that to kind of go up 9 at that point, give yourselves a cushion?
That was huge. That was kind of like a little thing that we kind of see if the man's not looking, kind of just throw it up. And, thanks to God, I got a and one, and the ball went in. I think I just tried to bring as much energy as possible. I started yelling, and I knew it gets the guys going, so that's all I tried to do.
Go on the right side, third row.
Josh Peter, USA Today. For both players, in what way is your team a reflection of your coach?
I think it starts with his consistency to give us energy on and off the floor. I think he's dedicated to teaching us, and I think we got a group that's dedicated to learning, and I think that extends to the floor.
Yeah, how to say that is just he always teaches us life lessons no matter what. After the game, he taught us another life lesson, and it's just not basketball. It just, he teaches us every day. Every time we're around him, he teaches us. And he's always in the gym lifting. He sees us, he'll yell at us, tell us, I'm in there. So, guys just work. He's a worker, and it kind of just wears off on us. And then, once freshmen come in, they kind of see it all, him working out. Then the other coaches getting in the gym, working out as well. So I think our program just, is built on the right culture of just, blue-collar guys just want to work.
Go in the front row.
Max Bonstetter, Sports Illustrated Kids. Congrats on punching your ticket to the Sweet 16, guys. Yesterday, Liberty was able to put up 80 points against Mississippi State, and today you held them to 56. What was your defensive game plan, and how do you control the pace of the game so well?
That was the best question asked thus far, Matt.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You're on your way. Competition's not too tough.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think we just wanted to limit paint touches. We wanted to limit them from getting to the rim and make them shoot long contested threes. In the first half, they hit a lot of shots. And as a program, you kind of want to just deter from that because they hit, and then, we kind of looked at each other like, what's going on. But thanks to our coaches, they kind of, made us stick with the game plan. And in the second half, we just tried to do our best as a contest and get a rebound.
Here we go in the middle, third row.
Sam Pasco, KXSF. Congrats on the win again. How excited on a scale of 1 to 100 are you guys about advancing to the Sweet 16?
500.
It's not a number for that. It's just it's crazy. Just excited to be there.
Go left side, second row, and then fourth.
To follow up on that, now you've got you got Duke again. When you beat them the last time last month, you didn't have Justin, they didn't have Zion. Just the competitor and you, could your juices flow on the idea of playing Duke with Zion this time?
He's a really great player. They're a really great team. With or without him, they got 5 really good guys on the floor, and we got J-Rob back, so that does so much for our team. We're excited to have an opportunity to play them again, especially on a neutral site in Washington, D.C., and the Sweet 16, so opportunity to get to the Elite 8.
Very excited just to play.
Perfect answer.
Fourth row on the left. Joel. You good? Okay. Anybody else? I think we're good. Okay, we'll excuse the one last one. Left, fifth row.
Lindsay Boyd, Spartan Daily. At the end of the game, everyone seemed to have a different reaction. Alexander Walker just kind of stood to the corner, he would just look shocked. Hill, you were jumping up and down. Can you just describe what you were seeing on the floor at the end and what you're thinking through your mind right now?
I think it's different emotions for every other player. My emotions was, I'm just excited to be able to play again with these guys. I'm a senior, and just all the work that has been put into the program just seems to be, pouring out, and I'm just really excited to be able to be a part of this program and continue to play.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. We'll excuse Ahmed and Kerry, and we'll open it up to Coach. Going right there on the left. Behind you.
Here?
Buzz, the last few seconds, J-Rob dribbles over to you. You guys are sharing a smile and a few words right there. What did you guys say to each other at that point?
Just that I'm so excited for him to miss 12 games as the all-time leader in assists. And there was never any assurance that he was going to be able to play again. Obviously, we were all hoping that, but he hasn't played since January. And for him to be able to come back on this stage and obviously be a part of winning on Friday and then to continue our season, just thankful. Thankful for my relationship with him, thankful for my relationship with his parents, thankful for how all of this has transpired. And regardless of how it plays out, right, that he was able to end his career in this manner is so much better than him sitting over there in civilian clothes.
Standing on the left.
Coach, how special is it to you to make it back to the Sweet 16 for the Hokies' first time since 1967? I mean, it's like 52 years ago. It's got to be a pretty big accomplishment, I imagine.
Yeah, do you think in 1967 that when they won 2 games that they called it the Sweet 16?
I remember what they.
I think it was a 32-team tournament back before I was born. Is that right?
23.
Only 23 teams went?
They won 2 games to get to the Elite 8.
But you're saying only 23 teams went to the tournament?
Yes, sir.
And so which team didn't play in the first round?
There were some buys because they won 2 games to get to the Elite 8.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know that. Awesome. Much respect to those in 1967 that did it. We're glad to join them.
Mark?
But just to follow up on that, I mean, you're used to getting to this round with Marquette, but to get this school to this point, to get these group of guys to this point. How satisfying is it to you that you're able to experience this with this school and this group of guys?
Yeah, incredibly satisfying. Not because of me. Whatever has transpired to this point, regardless of where I was employed, it was always the people, right? I think just listening to those guys, and if you were at a press conference at one of the other Sweet 16s we were a part of, I don't know that they would be as polished as Kay and Med, but the message would be the same. It's just the things that you learned at Vacation Bible School, right? This is the church, this is the steeple, open it up, and there's the people. And anytime you have success, it's always the people. And it's the people that never get their nameplate. It's the people that are putting in the same number of hours and sacrificing relative to their lives, the same thing that those of us that do have a microphone get to. So very humbled, overwhelmed with gratefulness. Difficult to articulate how you feel, but to be able to continue to have a chance to play is an unbelievable feeling in the last week of March, for sure.
Let's go on the right, fourth row.
Josh Peter with USA Today. What was the lesson you taught your players after the game, the lesson that...
Yeah, there is a lot of give and take. I think they make it sound like I'm doing all the teaching. What I wanted to teach them is what I learned from them. You can Google it. There's been an unbelievable number of things that were out of our control that have transpired over the last, even since last July. Not just the season, just categorically, chronologically. And I wanted to teach them what I had learned from them. But it's a lot of give and take anytime I'm trying to teach them, because I want to make sure that they understand. The message was clarity of purpose brings perspective. And the lessons that I have learned from them have brought so much clarity to who I need to be as a husband, who I need to be as a father, who I need to be, not necessarily as a coach, more so as a leader. I've just been so inspired by how they have handled things that they couldn't control. And to be able to see all of it come to fruition has scarred my heart forever in a good way. And I think maybe because of my immaturity, I wasn't as clear on some of the things that are most important. And these kids / their parents have taught me that. And so that was the lesson.
There we go. Stay right there on the right side.
Edward Solomon, KXSF. Coach, how did you get your team motivated coming into this tournament after losing a heartbreaker to Florida State in the ACC tournament?
It wasn't hard. I don't have to do a lot of motivating. I don't say much prior to a game, particularly in the locker room, that would be deemed motivational. I'm very linear in how I think. I understand that I function with emotion, but when it's time to work, I think I'm very linear. And so what I told our guys after we got beat by Florida State, I thought it was the best loss since we've been here. I think Florida State is incredibly good. And I had written on the board that it would be a 45-minute game. I had written on the board the 5 things that we had to do in order to have a chance to win. And I remember telling them at the end of regulation, guys, you seem shocked that we're playing another 5 minutes. I knew it was going to be another 5 minutes because that's what it had been the previous week when we played at Florida State. I don't have to motivate these guys. They want to play. More importantly, they want to do right. And similar to what Med said, they're workers by nature. And so I don't know if that answers your question, but it wasn't hard.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll end it there.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Coach Buzz, how does it feel with this being your 100th win at Virginia Tech?
Can you believe it?
And not a media person asked one question.
They don't know. They wouldn't know that. Why would they know those numbers?
Started with Liberty. Joining us are Caleb Mosley, Darius McGee, Lavelle Cabell Jr., and Coach Richie McKay. We'll have Coach give us an opening statement, and we'll open it up for questions. So, Coach.
Congratulations to Virginia Tech. Coach Williams, his staff, wonderful people, did a great job in their game planning, and excited for their advancement. I said on TV to the telecast after the game that, and I said this to our guys in the locker room, Mike Young, the coach at Wofford, had a great quote, and I think it encapsulates our season. He said, don't be sad because it's ended. Be happy because it occurred. And I think I get the privilege of leading a group of people, or being a part of a group of people that are outstanding. And I'm really pleased that we had a season that was special and that has occurred.
Great. We'll just open it up to questions for anybody up here.
Damian Surlett, Lynchburg News and Advance. Lavelle, I asked you this in the locker room, but just how special was this type of season? School record 29 wins, first NCAA tournament win, and to do it in a new conference that you guys were in.
It was pretty special for us. Just the group of guys that we have on our team, they're amazing. Just to be around them and do life with them every day. It's a fun time every day, all day when we're with each other. So just throughout this entire journey from the off season to this point, it was just a blast, and I'm really sad that it's coming to an end.
And just it's for anybody up here. So.
All right, Caleb, when you look back at the core of this team that's coming back, you lose leaders like Lavelle, Keenan, and Zach. When you look at this group that's coming back that has endured what you've endured through the tough freshman year, through the ups and downs of a conference season, and then to be at this high, how much does that set a foundation for what you guys can build upon during the offseason as motivation going into next year?
I think Lavelle, Keenan, and Zach did a good job this year, especially Lavelle and Zach, since they've been here for so long. They were the ones that laid the foundation for us. It's sad for them to go, but I believe that they've laid such a strong foundation that now we know what the expectation is.
From your perspective of being here for 4 years and potentially back for a fifth, where are the biggest steps you've seen in this program, development from where you were back in 2015 to where you are now in 2019?
I'd probably say the culture and the buy-in. I think that our buy-in's been great. I thought that Coach McKay did a really good job at picking the right culture, and I think that the group of guys that we have are really bought in, and I think whenever you have guys that are bought in, they can go all the way.
Darius, did you notice that when you first stepped foot on campus, the type of culture that can really invest in the student athlete and also promote success because of the way that you guys build on each day?
Definitely. I think Lavelle, Rax, Caleb, Mayo, like those four was my four go-tos whenever I was down in the rut or anything, and I think they did a great job of giving me advice and kind of pulling me along and taking me under their wing.
Richie, you said the other day about when you're at UVA how you guys had to get 2- and 3-star guys who had 5-star character, and that really built the program of this team. These three guys and the guys in the locker room, all of them were either 2-3 stars, not even rated, but the character of this group, how much has being able to develop those guys and find them really helped in getting this program to where it is today in such a short time?
I think player development is part of every coaching staff's desire and philosophy. The difference, if you will, and our success is these guys own that responsibility. They're really hardworking and very selfless, and I think the combination of affords you an opportunity to play on a stage like this.
When you look back on this season and the growth that this program is continuing on the upward trajectory, you look back on it and say, I'm happy we went through this because of how much we were able to build for this program as the years go forward?
Yeah, it's hard to get to the NCAA tournament. I've coached a lot of years, and it's really hard to get here. There's only one team from our conference, the ASUN, that typically is going to get a bid, and it's a terrific conference. So as competitive as the regular season is, again, to be a participant and qualify for it, I think is exceptional. And then the fact that we earned a 12 seed and won a game, I think is also exceptional. So, yeah. Does that answer your question? Great.
We're good. Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Can they take their